Welcome back, everybody. 9:18 now. It's time for Ask the Expert, and our good friends from Kroon Electrical joining us for the very first time on the program. If you'd like to ask questions, electrical questions, if you would. Otherwise, what would be the point? There's the phone number, 613-789-6559, extension 2803. You can also email us. You can Facebook us questions, whatever you like. But we'd like to hear from you this morning. Michael, welcome to the program.
Well, it's nice
Good
to
have
be
you
here. It's great to be here
We
today.
met the other day.
Yes, we
because
did.
you came out to my house and we did some work. We're going to get into that in a couple of minutes. But Kroon Electrical, tell me about your company. What do you do?
We're a full-service electrical contractor. We do residential and commercial.
Yep.
And what we're here to talk about today is about the Current Safe program, where we go into people's homes and we make sure their home is electrically safe.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's especially in a city like Ottawa with so many different types of homes, from old turn-of-the-century places to newer homes, right?
Newer homes, exactly.
And a lot in between.
Yeah, we really recommend this service for anyone with a home over 20 years old.
Right.
They usually have more problems in them.
Yeah.
They're more worn out, and there's more different things that happen in them.
Yeah.
So we really recommend this service for anyone with that.
The program is called Current Safe.
It's called Current Safe. If you go to the Current Safe website, currentsafe.com, you can take a look at what the service is, and you could also get a free assessment if you go to the website as well.
Exactly. And that's a good point, to get that assessment of your property and what's going on there.
That's correct.
Is always a good idea.
Exactly.
Now, my place is not 20 plus years old.
No, it was not.
It's relatively new, but we wanted to give people an idea of what this coming into your home and what you're looking for,
exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, have a look. We did this last Friday. Have a look at Kroon Electrical coming to my place the other day.
As a technician enters your home to perform the tests on all the electrical in your home, these are most of the equipment used in the process. So what we have here is a standard retention tester. What this actually does is feels the pressure within each outlet inside your house and make sure that it's not worn out. This is an actual voltage performance meter. Hydro, sometimes the power coming in your house has sags and swells and things like that. This will actually pick it up before any of your high-priced electronics get damaged. What we have here is a circuit analyzer. What we do is we go around to each plug this piece of equipment in. It shows that it is wired correctly, that the voltage is adequate and where it should be, and there's no outstanding voltage drop. That means there's no connections down the line missing, and the neutral and ground are in good shape. What we have here, mostly used at the electrical panel, is an amp probe and a voltage meter. We're able to tell if the system's running within all the perimeters that are set out within our code books and guidelines from Hydro. Right over here, we have an ultrasonic device. This device basically can pick up sounds that the human ear can't hear. Crackling, arcing, sparking inside the walls, inside the electrical equipment in your home. And one of the most important pieces that we use is a thermal camera. This camera can actually give us the ability to see heat. So as we're working away and we have some hot spots, something that could be a possible fire later on, we'll see it with this before anybody else will. When you bring Current Safe into your home, we actually have designed our own software. So the technician actually comes through the home, sets up a personal profile. So it's not a matter of coming in and telling you that everything's okay. You can actually physically see that everything's been checked and everything's verified, that it's in good working order.
It was a very interesting process to watch because you checked each and every outlet, every nook and cranny, the electrical box, every wire, everywhere.
Every wire behind the walls, everything's been checked. If there's a problem found, we identify why there's a problem, and that's the critical part.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, luckily, I had no issues because my home is relatively new. It's only 6 or 7 years old.
Exactly.
Right? But the older the home gets, the more problems you're likely to encounter.
We find all kinds of problems. One of the biggest problems we find is poor grounding in people's homes, and the result of poor grounding is that your electronics could be damaged if you get hit by an electrical storm.
Yeah.
So that's one of the critical things that need to be verified.
Yeah.
One thing you can protect yourself against that kind of thing is if you put a surge suppressor on your house.
Yeah, and that's the one thing actually that I am missing in my home is for my electrical box and so on is a surge protector.
A surge protector, yeah. And those things you could purchase from Home Depot or electronics store. I recommend that everyone has one, at least one on their panel. Mm-hmm. And if you have sensitive electronics like your TV and those kind of
those areas. I do have one there, but I didn't realize I should have one at my panel.
You should definitely have one at your panel, so there should be 2 levels of protection.
Right.
Yeah, and you should also make sure that when you do put it at your close to your TV. There's some that have areas you can put your cable in.
Yeah.
And you should put your cable in there as well to protect your cable.
I don't have that.
You don't?
No.
No. Well, you should get one like that.
I see.
Yeah.
When it was all over, Michael, I was presented with a full-on report, and you actually have a copy of it.
I got a copy of the report right here.
Look at the size of this thing. They take pictures of your home and the various areas, your electrical box, the outside meters.
The meters
are all
outside.
taken care of. It talks about. I don't have the incoming cable TV line does not have a surge protection device, and so on. It talks about it. I have a hot tub, so it has a picture of that. It talks about the special outlet for that.
Okay, so let's talk about it real quick. So what we do is, first thing we do is we go around the house.
Yeah.
We look at all the plugs and switches around the house if you have them.
Yeah.
We look at your lights. We look at the main service, incoming service.
Yeah.
And then we go into the electrical panel, which that's the picture of that.
Yes.
We do a study of the electrical panel. We maintain the electrical panel.
Yeah.
We test all the breakers. If you don't have breakers, you have fuses, we'll test those as well.
Right.
We do a whole bunch of checks, and we clean it up.
Yeah.
And then we go through each room. We take a picture of each room and check the plugs and switches and light fixtures in each room.
You know what I liked about it was, and Fraser was the guy who, you guys were there for a while, but Fraser stuck around and did the rest of the check,
test.
right? And it's easily explained. Like he made sure to take the time to explain to me what he was looking at and what it meant and so on. Like I said, I didn't have any issues other than the surge protector. But going through it step by step with people really lets them know, makes them aware of what you're looking at, what you're looking for. Right?
Exactly, and there's really no way of knowing if there's a problem or not a problem unless you test it.
Yeah.
And that's why we developed this test. We've been testing commercially in commercial buildings all throughout North America, actually, for years and years and years.
Yeah.
And we decided, people live in their house. That's where the big safety issues are.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
All right, we need to take a break, but when we come back, we'll talk about how to get you to come to your house and get this tested, plus the availability of a free assessment from Kroon Electric. So if you got a question, there's the phone number, 613-789-6559, extension 2803. Email or tweet us or Facebook us a question. We'll get it on for you on Ask the Expert with Kroon Electrical right after this.